The 5% game, that is what Turkey's election has come down to. The incumbent president, Recep Erdogan's party, has won 49.51% vote. The opposition candidate, Kemal Kilicdaroglu, or Turkey's Gandhi as he is called, has won 44.88% votes. The right-wing ATA alliance has won a little over 5% vote. And to win, you need 50% votes. Clearly, no one has a majority. So what happens next is the immediate question. A runoff. In other words, round 2 in the contest. A competition between the top 2 candidates, Erdogan and Kilicdaroglu. And when will that happen? What's the date? The 28th of May. And this man, Sinan Ogan, has become the unexpected kingmaker. He decides which way the 5% deciding votes go. And this is the 5% votes that he received in the first round. 2.8 million people voted in his favor. With Ogan out, his supporters will have to choose between Erdogan or the Turkish Gandhi in round 2. Or choose between not voting at all. In the first case scenario, Ogan gets to decide who gets to steer the course of this NATO member state.
At this time, we are not saying that we will support one party or the other.
Ogan was once associated with the Nationalist Movement Party, which, by the way, happens to be the ally of Erdogan's party. Ogan was expelled from the party in the year 2015. And why is that? The answer is internal rift. This man likes to call himself the candidate for Turkish nationalists. Now is his time to bargain and play his cards right.
If we decide to be with an alliance, a protocol will be signed with them, and we put in words that no concessions will be made regarding the People's Democratic Party. We have certain red lines, such as fighting against terrorism and sending refugees back. We have voiced those conditions before.
Now, does this mean Ogan will back the opposition alliance? Those who have been following the developments on the ground say most likely the votes will go to Erdogan. And how much time are we talking about, and how much does he need them? Erdogan has been at the helm of affairs for 20 years. He became Turkey's leader, the prime minister in 2003, and then became the president in 2018. And during his time as Prime Minister, Erdogan headlined growth and transformation. But as President, he presided over sinking currency, inflation, and more recently, Turkey was hit by monster quakes. The tremors appear to have dashed Erdogan's hopes of staying in power, but his party pledged to rebuild, and some say he delivered at breakneck speed. And the polls took a rather interesting turn. The preliminary results reported by the local media showing that 71% of the votes cast in the earthquake's epicenter, Kahramanmaraş, had gone to Erdogan.
Well, I'm not happy at all that the election is going to the second round. I wish our President Erdogan had won. It would have been great then. Let's see what will happen. Everything is very unclear now. God willing, it will be good.
Perhaps Erdogan wasn't as much. Anyway, this overwhelming support from the crisis-hit region was not enough to push Erdogan past the halfway line. The fact that Erdogan failed to clinch a victory at the first go tells a story of his declining popularity. Because the last time he went to the polls in 2018, Erdogan won with 52% votes. The trailing candidate got just 31% votes. But you see, that's history. And as I speak, the strongman has not been hesitant when it comes to accepting the possibility of a runoff.
If the decision of our nation shows that the elections have been completed, then there is no problem. Elections for the lawmakers of the Grand National Assembly of Turkey resulted in our People's Alliance winning the majority.
The question is, will the stronger than expected performance give Recep Erdogan an edge in the race? And experts are saying yes. And then you have the 5% game that we are talking about. This kingmaker may pick Erdogan, and his supporters seem to be already knowing about this. Some papers, in fact, are calling the result a victory for Erdogan. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.